are able to come on next. So Adie's from Coventry and Warwick Partnership Trust, and Adie's Trust actually, or department actually, won our competition Sharing Success for using infographics a couple of years ago. So it's great to have Adie with us this morning just to share Coventry and Warwick's experience. So over to you, Adie. Thank you.
Okay, I'll just share my screen. Everybody see that okay?
Yeah, we can see that. Thank you. Fine.
Yeah. Okay then, so I'm Addie Parkinson. So I work as part of the quality improvement team at Coventry and Warwick Partnership Trust. I joined the trust as part of the clinical audit team, and then early last year we merged with the newly established QI team within the trust, and we use infographics quite a lot to help display and cascade our learnings with projects within the trust. So I'll just go through first what we use. So we use an online toolkit called Canva. So in the past we have used several other software packages, including Microsoft Publisher and Pictochart, but we found Canva the most user-friendly for us, and we've been really impressed with the abundance of graphics and templates it has, and it has a really good learning suite as well. So it's super simple to use, it's really well laid out and helps you navigate the site. There's a whole host of templates for pretty much anything you can think of, from social media to marketing to business cards and things like that, and it also has a really great learning portal as well, with loads of bite-sized videos, and they're only about 3 to 5 minutes long, so they're easy to just dip in and out of as and when you need to. So basically anything that you can think of in any format is available on Canva. So there's a search button sort of on the left hand side here, and you can narrow down elements of graphics, icons, templates and texts and things, and then the software will also then make similar suggestions for you to further enhance your search. You can then adjust the shape and colour and alignment and everything of all these elements, as well as upload your own images. So we uploaded like our trust logo and team logos to use as well. And a really nifty feature that we've only recently discovered is something called brand colours. So that helps us use the same colour each time. So we've set our specific team colours to use. So just to give you a quick idea of how easy it is to adjust and adapt graphics, this is an image that I searched for, and it's called Girl Power Individual Speaker. So this is as she comes normally, and then I've chosen the graphic, and then you can see here you've got our QI brand colours, and then at the top there I can edit it to look fit our colours, and then so I've changed the colour of her dress and her little microphone thing, and then you can choose to flip her around as well, and then I've added some additional dashes and some text over the top just to make it clear that she's shouting about QI. And then you can then group all these elements together to make them one image, so that then when you move and resize them, act as one big image. And then here she is in all her glory. So it's super simple to use, and that's just a kind of really quick insight as to what you can do on Canva. So we started using the Canva when I joined the trust in 2018. We were looking for a fresh way to put our information across and cascade our learning. I actually used the software to create my wedding invitations, so I knew how to use it, and I introduced it to the team because we were using Microsoft Publisher and it just wasn't really working well for us. So as the years have progressed, we've gotten a bit better at in creating more enticing and informative infographics. So we started off with quite a monotone colour scheme, and then we've as the years have gone on, we've just gotten a bit better at incorporating colour and visuals to adapt to what our brand is today. So these are just a few examples of things we've produced over the years. When we create an infographic, we like to take basically the high level data and information from the written report, and then we're just displaying it in a more visual way. So for each infographic we produce, we try to ensure the following are included. So we have the audit title and reference, our trust or team logos and branding so that we know where it's come from, the background and rationale of the project, and then the sample size, our compliance against the and performance against standards that we've looked at, visual elements. So this is really key. We don't want it to look too texty or too busy. And then any key learning and action plans, and then also the teams or individuals that have been involved in the project. So we found that including these elements helps maximise the impact and learning that the staff get out of it. And we've had some really positive feedback as well from trusts. So the staff find them much more digestible rather than sort of like 3, 4, 5 page reports to read. And then the trust board like them as well, because it gives them a much quicker way of overview of the work undertaken and provides them with reassurance. So we found that it's so successful that we've started using it in other ways to communicate as well. So like Carl, we used it as part of the Clinical Audit Awareness Week a couple of years ago. And then we use it for advertise our training as well, our QI training, everything from Schwartz rounds that we do within the trust. And then we've got we've started creating some other clinical audit and quality improvement resources. So this kind of like comparison to give our staff a better idea of what their project might be. And then we've developed a flow chart as well that helps people understand exactly what their project might be. And we've also, in the last year or so, we've started using it to produce a newsletter. So we feature everything from good news stories, shining a spotlight on positive change. We feature a QI champion each month. So that's a member of our staff that's championed QI within the wider trust. And then we also showcase various QI toolkits that we advocate within the trust. And that's been really successful. So we've just, we launched our first one last February, and I'm just finalising this month as well. So that's a year we've been doing that. So to summarise, we find Canva super easy to use. It's got really intuitive features. It's got the built-in training, and you can also create a team so that then you can individually edit and group edit and share as well. And best of all, it's free as well. So there's a, because we're a non-profit organisation as the NHS, we can get it for free. So the pro version, so you get access to everything. So it's great. That's it. Any questions at all?
Thank you, Adi. That was brilliant. And yeah, and I mean, if Vicky was able to join the meeting, and again, apologies for those that have had delays joining us. What we didn't make clear at the start was that NQI can, as an entity, we're not in a position to have contracts or recommend any software providers, but actually where we've got ones like this where it's free, then it seems to be a very good option. But again, there are lots of options available. So, yeah, I mean, that was a brilliant presentation, Adi, and it's really good to see the power of how diverse you've used your infographics across your trust. Is there any questions for Adi?